Good morning, everybody. It's Denise here, Denise Junk Journals UK. Thank you so much for joining me. It is lovely to have you here. So it's just a bit of a Saturday catch-up. I've been sat at my desk, doing a few bits and pieces. Lots of things waiting to be moved on. So I am going to distress medium these two. What are they? Masterboards that we did one day last week. Or was it the week before? I showed you, yeah, it was last week. I'll show you where I'm up to with this. I'm waiting for something to dry, so I can't go any further at the moment. Lots of this until I get to the inside is going to be done off camera because it's just gluing, and the camera's here in the way and my arms are in the way. You won't be able to see anything, so I'm loving all the strings on it. Yeah, it looks like the signature's in, but it's not. The signature's just how I left it. Like I say, I shouldn't have folded that over. I should have left it out to put the flaps down. But I have found some fabric, and I will just about get it. I might even... No, I won't get it in the sewing machine, would I? Yeah, I will stitch it on there, glue it on there. And then I'm going to put some paper over the top. But what I have done so far is glued some fabric in to tie. And I've just done that, so the glue's not dry yet. I've just fabric tacked it, and I've only put one of these in. I did have two, the other one's here ready to go in. But when I made the holes, they were really close together, and I think a dangle likes to, it will be floofy and spread out with all the threads and things I have on it, as well as beads. So I changed my mind and went for one. It had to go quite a fair way down because they've got really long legs on them, these. You can see where I started to put two in, and I did a hole right up there, and it would have meant the leg was up here on the top. So yeah, it had to go kind of that far down. Anyway, I'm just showing you where I'm up to, that I haven't sidelined it. I'm still working on it slowly, so it's all there and everything's in the box waiting to go in it. But I'm just getting on with other jobs now while that dries. So yeah, I'm just literally going to... Both sides aren't doing, but obviously I can do one side at a time till it dries. I've got some scrap here. I'm just going to sit and brush some Distress Collage Medium onto these. You can see often, one's better than the other, but often when you collage, or when I collage, because I use glue stick, yeah, and if I'm, I don't get to the edges or it dries out, the edges dry out, yeah, they often stick up. So I do like to always do this. I prefer this to Mod Podge, but Mod Podge is the same thing, and I've got some in the cupboard that one's using up. So yeah, I'm going to do both sides, and then we will make something in a day or two with these. I got my order this morning from all but one thing from Amazon, so I got some more of this. I told you I was getting some more of this. It's in a different bottle entirely, and I do like to use quite a big brush. I'm guessing this one, I've not opened it, I'm guessing this one is where you just... Yeah, it's got a very small applicator. I suppose you can just spread it on and then spread it with your brush. So I'll try it in that when I first use it, but I'll keep this in case I decide I want to decant it. Maybe they still do both, I don't know. But I've had this one a while now, but I don't think it goes off. Doesn't seem to. So it does, although it's matte, it is, because it's translucent when it dries, it does still have a tiny bit of shine to it. You don't need a lot, and if you get a decent brush, they tell you to use a Tim Holtz brush with it. Of course they do. I'm sure that spreads it even better. I have seen a pack. In fact, I've got a pack in my in my outbox on Amazon, but I think they're £17 for 3, which is not cheap. Yeah, just for a brush. I'll have to... I mean, they're probably worth it, but what I'd have to do is, if I treated myself to them, I'd have to make sure that I cleaned them every time, because I just use cheap brushes, and sometimes, I forget about them, like leaving the lid off my glue, and then they, if it's glue on them, they're done. There's no coming back from drying glue on them, so they have to go in the bin. So I would be a bit upset if I did that with, yeah, a £17 pack. However, maybe I would take better care knowing how much they were. We'll see. We'll see when I finally treat myself to them. Yeah, I am putting quite a bit on here because with it being the strips, they're quite ridgy. I don't want the ridges to pull up. Say I cut this up and want to fold it over. I don't want the ridges to, be a weak spot. Wouldn't be a real problem because I could just go over it with a bit more Mod Podge, but You know me, when I make something, I like to use it, you know, I like to get it put in straight away. I'd have to wait for it to dry again then, wouldn't I? Although my patience is improving, I think. So, yeah, Neil's gone to work. I've just been down and let Mr. Simba in, but I've only let him in downstairs, so I'm sure he's sat at the glass door waiting, listening, thinking who's she talking to. I'll let him through as soon as I've finished filming. I've pressed record, haven't I? Yes. No, I didn't think where I was going to put it when I'd done with it. I'll just have to put it on that side there and try not to put my elbow in it, which I'm quite likely to do. It's a little bit gluey up there now as well. So as you can see, it don't take long to do. Oops, catching my jumper on the. Oh, don't pull that. It's because I'm trying to stay to the left. I hooked myself into the phone holder. Yeah, I think this might be a little bit drier than it used to be, but it's not bad. I haven't used it for a while, so maybe I'm just not remembering. I don't remember it leaving, you know, the marks where the brush went in there. You know, once it's open, and I suppose I'm down to about 1/5 of it, I would think. Then it's got air in it, hasn't it? So it's bound to start to thicken or set to some degree. It doesn't set really quick, I would say overnight, for something as thick as this, definitely. Sometimes more. But I think now I've got the heating on in here, it should be dry overnight. You'll know if it's ready or not to use because it's tacky to the touch until it's completely dry. When it's completely dry, it's got a lovely, lovely smooth, almost wax-like texture, which I don't think Mod Podge has. I think Mod Podge is quite a bit, well, not an awful lot, but yeah, a fair bit cheaper. So it's what suits your budget as well as your preference. Yeah, so when I've done this one, I'll have to turn the camera off, I think, and move it off my desk, and then I think we might have a little look in the scrap box. Just make a couple of pieces just to keep it moving on. It is the weekend after all. Hopefully tomorrow I will be able to do something with that. I've put that on quite thick there. I've just got into the swing of pasting it on. I was enjoying myself like I was painting. Yeah, so I'll wash my brush and move those to one side. Can you see how we are wrinkling up a bit here actually as we're wet? Be interesting to see. I know I'm getting it on the back of this one. I'll be careful with it. Be interesting to see what happens to those as they dry, if they seep back down. It is good for actually collaging with this, so using it, you know, when as opposed to the glue stick when you're actually doing the collage, because you can glue them down and then go over the top as well. So that might have been a better thing for me to do. I just find it, you know, cheaper to use the glue and easier because it's not sticky on top. We've got a bit of colour going on my brush there. So yeah, I'll wash my brush and pop back and we'll do some ephemera making. Right, I'll have to watch Simba when he comes up because I've popped them on the bathroom floor to dry. I've got tiled bathroom floor, so that was the best place to put them. I'm quite likely to tread in them if I leave them in here. As always, this thing's just popped on the top of here. That's not necessarily... Oh, that's where you are. I'm looking for you. Right, good. Something else found. Right, what are you all doing in here? Oh, there's all sorts of things in here that shouldn't be. These are ephemera pieces. How did they end up in here? Does anybody know? No, you've obviously been fussy cutting them. Okay, put those over there. This is some pages that I was going to put inside that. Where is it? This. But I've put some pages inside it now, so I will put those on my pile of book pages, journal pages, you know, digital ones, Christmas fussy cuts. See what I mean about things getting put in here just for the sake of this. And I can even see some bits of rubbish down here. Some more fussy cuts there by the looks of it as well. I wonder why they're in there. I'll leave them for now because all I'm going to do is make piles on my desk otherwise. Right, what have I got here? Yes, I've got the rest of what came in the... Was that it? Just 3 things it was, because I'm still waiting for my little teeny tiny like bulldog clips. So I bought these. These are smaller ones again. I don't seem to be able to get the big ones. Who sent me these? Somebody... Oh, has it gone? This one. I think somebody probably sent me these bigger ones, because these are little tiny ones, and the ones I got last time are little tiny ones. I mean, these are fine for one signature journals, but they seem that would be a bit small. Can't get my words out. Would be a bit small on a journal that size, wouldn't it? Anyway, and Brads. Did I say Brads? Yeah, I've got the teeny tiny Brads. That's not what they're called, but the Tim Holtz ones, but they're much, much smaller than this. And I wanted the next size up, so yeah, I will empty those into my pot. Right, what I said ephemera, didn't I? What have I got here? Obviously things I don't know where to put, so I thought I'll probably use them when I do some... Yeah, there's all sorts of little fussy cut bits in here. When I do some scrap making. Right, what should we use and what? I don't know what I'm going to make. Let's use this because it's a big piece of, what is it? It's scrapbook paper from a pad. It's Stamperia, that's it. I've cut 2 squares out of that. It's made it look like a file folder. Look, we could make that into a file folder. Yeah. Yeah, let's do that. I can stencil the back of it, can't I? Oh, look, she's already cut out. I'll put her with the fussy cut over there. So what we're going to make with that, maybe an envelope wallet type thing, and a file folder, and anything else that's just speaking to me. This is those beautiful wallpapers. These are not scrap either. They're just in here to make me remember to use them, from Tamara. Thank you, Tamara. Lovely, aren't they? Shall we make something out of one of these today then? Green or floral? Oh, the decisions. I'll use a floral piece for now. I think that's probably enough. Let's put the little bits and that on there. That's all stuff that shouldn't have been in there, wasn't it? Yeah, lots of it. Okay, that's better. I can see my desk again. So this one will be easy to do, I think, won't it? So we're just going to... It even looks square. I'm not sure if that is. It's not quite cut square, is it? But I don't want to fold it down the middle. It's not far off though. Let's see what we can do. Yeah, I quite like the rounded edges on a file folder as well, but they don't have to have. That's not bad actually. That's not very straight. I won't get my corner, you know, rounded corner maker in there. I wonder if I could just draw around something and trim it. Let's try that, because I do quite like it rounded. It just says file folder, doesn't it? Let's see if I can get them both the same. I think that's a bit too much. Let's try that. Well, I suppose I could cut this piece out and then move it over like we do a tag and use it to cut the other bit. I might not like it when I've done. I think I'll be better drawing it than... Oops. Come on. It's a delicate... I hope you can see. Is my head in the way? Did I have my head in there? I know my hands are in the way. Right, stay put a minute, please. Oh. I hope that's the right way up. You know, inverted it properly. Didn't quite get to the edge there, so... Let's see. Oh, yeah, I prefer it, actually. Oh, what's that? What are you? 50 cents. Where did you come from? Oh, it's not deep enough there. So let's try that. Oh, yeah, I should have left it square maybe. This one's a bit deeper down here, isn't it? What do we think? Ah, it's not bad. It's not bad. Fold it that way. Maybe should have stenciled it before I folded it, but I haven't. Right, I've got a piece of glue paper here for me to stencil on. And my stencils are in the drawer now, so bear with me. Still reachable, but out of sight. Yeah, I'm still wanting my new one. Where is it? Not quite like that splodgy one now. Oh, is it in the front? Is that the new one? Yes, it is. I was looking at it all along, wasn't I? And where are the brushes now? This is the trouble. I have to remember where everything is. I moved the brushes where? Because I didn't want everything on my drawer. I thought I'd put them in here, but I haven't. So for now, I'll have to remind myself. What's leaking? Do you know, this chair is driving me crazy. Did I tell you that I'd got one in my... I've got loads of stuff, haven't I? I've got one in my Amazon shopping basket. Anyone the same? Anybody else? It's just so I remember what I want, as if I'm likely to forget. But and actually, it's got some money off it until the 9th of February. What's the date now? We're not far off, are we? So I might have to go back and revisit and pull the trigger. Is that what they say? Because yeah, it's not getting any better, this one. It really is driving me up the wall. Even when I'm not filming, it's not just because I'm filming, but I feel worse when you guys having to listen to it. But yeah, even when I'm not filming it drives me nutty. Yeah, I might have to. I just, I'm in two minds whether to buy it. I mean, I'm going to buy it, not Neil, but Neil has said that he is going to treat me to... Oh, I don't want to come over as a spoilt brat, because I'm not, trust me. I don't know if I've said to you before that I've wanted one or not. I've wanted a computer. I've only got a laptop. I haven't got, you know, a proper desktop. That's it. I haven't got a desktop computer, and I want one to sit at the desk at the laptops. It's all right, but they're not as good as. They're nice because they're mobile, but they're not as good as a desktop. So he said, I'll get you one. I said, well, I only really want this is why I said I don't want to sound spoiled. Because I am a little bit, but not in a bad way. What do I want? I want an iMac. So I'll have to wait a few weeks, he says, but he's going to get me an iMac. So yeah, that's making me think, well, I really shouldn't be spending on a chair as well, but because this chair works perfectly well, apart from the hideous noise, but it really does fill me with angst, which you don't really want, do you, when you're crafting? You're supposed to be chilled. Yeah, so I might have to just get the chair as well, and then not have anything for a while. I like a little label on my file folders, so let's do that now. Seeing as we're just, oh, I've put you a bit high up there, I think. While we're just having fun and playing, let's just play. What do we want on it? No, more of a. So I want it kind of officey looking. I don't know why, I just do. Excuse me, hiccuping. Let me just have a sip of my coffee. A sip or a big swallow. Specimen. Quite like that one. Yeah, quite like it with something on. Oh, yeah, what about a number? What do you say? You say specimen and a number. But you can't write on it, can you? So let's go with specimen. Oh, there's that one. Oh, decisions. No, I'm going with that one. Don't you always go back to the first? 9 times out of 10. Not always, but if you're anything like me. Okay, that's one piece done out of 3. That's good. I got me patchwork bits, patchwork, I suppose it is paper patchwork, isn't it? I got my collage bits. Well, half of them, the other half wants doing, but these are the jobs that just sit around and I never seem to get to, so I'm trying to get to them now. Yep, like that. It could be a pocket down on a page, or it could go in a pocket. You could sew it into the signature. You could line it, all sorts of things. When I say you, I mean me, or you if you made your own. Right, I did the easy one first, didn't I? Because I don't know what I'm doing with these two. Now, I do like this bottom corner where all the beautiful pattern is. So I'm wondering, it is very much in the corner though, isn't it? Yeah, I was wondering about making a corner pocket that's, what's the word? You know, so you can get more in it. But I think I'm going to be turning a lot of the flower over. Gusseted, that's the word. I don't want to do that, so kind of needs to be folded that way for me to have the flower on the show, doesn't it? I'm going to do that now. I'm going to fold it that way. I still don't know what it's going to be yet. I'm just playing. So I might want that inside because again it will cover the flower, won't it? So let's. Oh, it doesn't matter if the front flap's shorter. That might be preferable actually. So that goes on there like that. Oh, now that could be a. Then I could fold that down like an envelope. Just thinking if I put some tape on it. Right, do I know where my tape is the question. And I'm sure I've had my hands on it this morning. This morning, it's actually afternoon now. I said good morning to you, didn't I? Oh, I was thinking I could just tape it down, it'd make life easier. I know what I'm going to do. That's not a problem in there. I'm going to make, yes, I am. Right, which side do I want to glue? This one. What I used to call a baggy. Do you remember the baggies? I haven't made any for ages. I'll make this one into a baggy style pocket. Not quite as tall as this. Okay. Just down a little. I'll do it on the trimmer. I'm not going to trim that bit down, so if I take a fairly decent chunk off the top, that can also be one. So there. Okay, I've got two for the price of one now. So I'm going to fold the bottom over, under, backwards, whichever one you think that is. It's nice and thick wallpaper. Crease it well. That's it. And I'm going to cut the corners there and there. And I'm going to trim this back one. So I haven't got quite the thickness. If you're doing it with thinner paper, that doesn't matter so much, but if you've got thick paper, it just makes it a bit neater. Because that is quite a thick, I suppose, because I've got that bit folded over. And that label in there, look. Where's my hole punch? That is on the desk still. It's just hidden. There we go. I'll do it before I glue it because... So I'll just put a little divot in that one. We're white, but I don't mind. Right, let's not use the distress brown on it. Let's have some colour. What colour are you? Don't know. Is it duck egg? No, it's not duck egg. It's the one that looks grey. I can't remember. It's better. Yeah, let's glue this down and we're done. So you can see there is a little bit folded up in the fold there, in the flap, but it'll be fine when it's glued. Be easier to glue it in than try and trim that little bit off. I need a cloth now. There we go. Cute. Cute, cute. It wants something little on there, but it doesn't really want 50 cents on it, does it? And this one, you're not quite glued at the top. Oh, you're not far off. Just a bit. I'm going to make a slanty one, I think. So I'll just, not massive slant, but just like that. And I'm just going to glue straight across the bottom on this one, rather than fold it up envelope style, because it's a small piece to have a chunky bottom fold. Yeah, I could take a divot out of that, but I don't think I will. Quite like that as it is. Yeah, I'm not going to put anything on them because I think they can be decorated when they go in, whatever they go in. Where's the piece that I've just made? Over there. All right, so that's... And then this piece. Well, I'm all right for time. What are we going to do with this? Quite a big piece, isn't it? Oh, look at that. I've got glue on me and I've got ink on me. It's lovely. The glue I've got on me is the... not the glue, it's this stuff. It'll come off with water like the fabric pack does. Preserved. I mean, they make nice journal cards, but that's a bit boring, isn't it? What shall we do with you? We've got pockets though. We've got pockets in a file folder. Let's make an envelope with it. So they will be upside down. That's the only thing with an envelope. When you fold one, right, this bit won't matter, will it? So if that's the flap, yeah, then the flower's on the back of the right way up, if you see what I mean. It'll all become obvious in a moment. Normally I start with the bottom, but I shall start with the flap. I'm going to trim it so I get a nice straight cut. Where do I think we want it? About there. Let's not make it too deep. Oh, it's still fairly deep. Oh, it's not bad. Oh, so the front flowers are upside down. They don't look too bad though, do they? Right, I want to be able to get things in it, so yeah, I think there will do. And I can, because I've got plenty of flap, I can afford to round those corners. I think that will be okay. Yeah, and it definitely needs inking because you can't see where the back ends and the front begins. So I have been, well, I was trying this morning to watch some TV. I started to watch the news. That's very depressing. I don't do it very often. I don't know what made me want to watch the news, but yeah, very, very depressing. So I gave that up. And I thought, oh, well, I'll watch a few YouTube videos. Well, not a few. And not really watching because, to tell you the truth, I was doing my housework at the same time. Could I have a little corner on there as well? So something playing in the background really is what I wanted. So, you know, I've got a couple of videos to watch, but I want to actually sit and watch them. But yeah, I wanted something to put on, and every YouTuber at the moment seems to be doing I know it's the time of year, seems to be doing the tidy the craft room thing. And yeah, I love seeing people's craft rooms. I've really enjoyed it, but yeah, there's about 200 on there. Tidy my craft room with me. It's gone viral. So I guess everybody's got an untidy craft room. Oops. That was an easy make, wasn't it? But who says they have to be any other? Right, I'd like something. Didn't I have something on here a minute ago? I know I had that, but I had another one as well. A little die cut from Violet. Have you run off? Oh, there you are. That's not actually the one I meant, but that would go, wouldn't it? Just gives it a little bit of something. Yeah. So yeah, I've just about got my work done now, so I'll have to let this upload, but then once this is uploaded, I didn't even check I was in the middle there, never mind. I don't like the way that's not got that there. I'm going to put a bit of stenciling on it. What did I do with the stencil? I can't believe I put it away, surely. Surely not. No, I didn't. It's here. It's smiling at me just down this little edge. Can you see how we've got like the brown? I didn't want to do it just with the dauber because it would have looked odd, but a bit of edging. What's the word? A bit of trim, yeah. And down here. Don't know how much I've got left on my dauber now. That one's not done so well. Let me just fill that one in a bit. And there, that's better. Oh, I can be fussy at times. Was I saying something then? It's completely gone. I'm sure I was in the middle of something. I'll be mad when I listen to it back. Okay, so we've got to use this bit up, haven't we? I don't want to put it back in the scrap box. So just bring the bits I've done over here for now. Let's kind of tag. No, I don't want to tag out. I've got loads of tags. I don't want to make any more. Let's make a matchbook bit. So kind of like a bit like the envelope. So I want you to just tuck in, but not too much. There. Might, because it's a bit wider than I really would like a matchbook. So I might trim some of this trim off here so it's not quite so odd looking. Leave a little bit on. Yeah, that's it. That's more a kind of a matchbook size for me. So I'm going to just a tiny corner on those. And it'll go in like that. So I can staple some papers or some such in there. What did I have? Where was my little... I've got a bit of an avalanche waiting to happen, so I'm trying to bring my little box over. That's what I was trying to do. Spotted a little piece here as well, so that's quite thick actually. What have we got? Oh, I know you like to look. Let me bring it over so you can see. What papers have we got to put in here? Do we have that on it? Not quite thick as well. Are you big enough? You're just about right. That's pretty good. They were meant for the job. What are those? I've forgotten what they're called. Foxgloves, that's it. We all know whose favourite they are. If you know, you know. Nice piece of that. Wallpaper. I won't attempt to do it that way. It looks like, it is only flat paper, but it, to me, I don't know if it does to you, it looks like it's raised up, you know, like that velvet flock paper. Oh, we should be doing them at the bottom, not the top, Denise, because that's where they're going to be. Or shall I just have them slotted in? I might just have them slotted in. So let me put a staple, no, 2 staples in there, because that will kind of hold that flat where it needs to be. Like that. Flying camera. Yeah, so these can just then sit and be removed. How nice. Let's have the pretty flowers at the front, shall we? I think that's enough. Who's not fitting in the wallpaper? Yeah, I'll take a bit off because I do want it to fit in there. Oh, that's nice. It's just got 3 little pieces you can take out. Do we want that on there? Does it even go? That might well be stuck down, so no, I don't like that on you. Sorry. I think I want the same again. A little piece of. Where's my box of desk sweepings? Yeah, look who didn't get put away with all the other found relatives, so she became a desk sweeping from the other video. Oh, let's have a piece of this. This is Stamperia paper as well, I think. Big enough to cut a circle out. Oh, I might just, let's see. Thought that was going to shoot me. That was good. I like that side better. It's more of a contrast. Don't like it. After all that, changed my mind. Is there anything else in here that can go on the front? Oh yes. Oh yes. That's it. That's the one. This is from one of Tanya's kits last summer, I think. And I will just have it going over a little bit, so it's like a handle to open it with. Got glue under my nail. Ugh. Just a little bit like that. I know we've got a flower on a flower, but I don't mind. I could put some lace across the staples, but I'm going to leave them for now. Right, I'm going to call that. I know it's a shame to put all these beauties back in, isn't it? We could be having fun, but I really need to go and let that little pussycat through while he still loves me. So let me know what you're up to for the weekend. Like I say, I'm hoping tomorrow I will be on with that junk journal and... Oh no, don't do that. Where have you come from? I've got 2 pieces now that's come off. Yeah, hopefully I'll be working on that tomorrow and I'll film it. So we made a matchbook with some loose leaf papers in it. We made some little baggy pockets, a little slanty one, and that one with some lovely wallpaper. We used a scrap, this is Tanya's scrap, to make a file folder. And we used some Stamperia scrap. Now this could really be decorated up, couldn't it, to make an envelope. And I've got lots of journal cards and things that can go in it, so I didn't need to make anything in it. So yeah, 5 pieces just like that. And then I got me distress collage done on my collage papers, so we'll be able to use those as well next week. Okay, hope you've enjoyed just seeing what's going on here at Jackson Towers. And I will hopefully see you all tomorrow. Have a lovely what's left of your Saturday. Bye for now.